Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? And I'm back with another video. Yeah, I'm doing for today for y'all. Cause the video, talk about the tragic death of Sydney High School student Marcus Alloway. Cause the video, I'm talk about the tragic death of the student um you know the student I went to school with. Hold on, I said student. I said it with my school at the time was Marcus Alloway, known as PBM, known as Pretty Bro Marcus. The video talk about on how he got killed in a party down in Montgomery. So here we go. So Marcus Alloway was loved by his family and friends. In my high school, Sydney near high school, people liked him. Uh, you know, yeah, I said for I liked him because of his smile and personality. You know, and so he was graduated in 2010, but he got killed. I said around '09. Let me say I think go to a team party at the time to where he got killed by in Montgomery. And so I remember when I was 17 years old, I heard about this him being gunned down. So I don't know I don't know him personally, but but he would have turned 30 years old today. This I said I said this year though, to 30 this year, but when he died at age 17 years old, he would turn 30 years old, man. But said got killed when when he was probably about 16, 17. So, cause the video I'm talking about what happened next. So, okay, back around on 50th day, back around November of 2009, Marcus Alloway, I still going to this team party on South Court Street to where this party was known as a teenage spot for young people to go to have fun. So on the night was a tragedy for Marcus Alloway. Two dudes were at the time were Nico Belly and Sam Gills. And so I feel like they're supposed to get like an invite to the party, and somehow they showed up at the party and got turned away. And 2 minutes later, they showed up with guns to where a couple of teens were injured in shooting. Marcus Alloway was shot to where he helped a girl who was injured, and they took his life and how they shot him up, man. But and so I feel like he was talking about two dudes, So I feel like I think they had shot the whole part of it because they didn't get an invite to the party, and that got angry. But and so I feel like the whole shooting went tragically wrong, and how and so the Marcus Otto was bleeding severely to where he had died on the scene. And two killers had got caught and got charged. I said with murder. So I thought Marcus Alloway got killed. Somehow yeah I feel like he's bleeding severely to where he lost life towards the violence going on. But and so I believe they trying to put I said curfew at the time, the curfew to where all teenagers are supposed to be at home a certain time. But and so the Montgomery had try to put like I feel like trying to put like a type of curfew at 10 o'clock. Something that it's that they put yep. So I think the party had ended around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to where they had started firing shots at the party. So I think they had trying to like end the party at probably at uh I said probably at 12 o'clock, either 1 o'clock, and no during the I said during the hours Montgomery. But and so I feel like they had put a curfew. I said young teenagers, I said be at home at some time, but so I feel like the whole curfew had worked. But and so I think Marcus Alloway got killed at the party by by dudes who were evil. I think they got into a beef, or I feel like he was targeted. And so I think Marcus Alloway was targeted by two dudes that had probably knew him for real, or they killed him. I don't know. They had shot him up at the party. And it was like a tragedy that happened back around 2009, to where a couple teens, I said, going to a party, and how these two dudes had got a gun. I went to the party and they had shot the security guard and a couple teens. And so I feel like I heard about this story. Yeah, I seen the news. I said back before I think social media was popping at the time. Like Facebook was popping up. Facebook was showing everything basically going on in Montgomery. So I think Facebook was known at the time to where they posted a lot of stuff. And so I think Marcus Alloway was, I say, one of the victims were killed in a gunfire though. And so I think he would turn 30 years old this year. So I think that because I remember I was in school to where they had the whole school had went to his locker. And so I remember his girlfriend was crying at school to where, you know, yeah, I thought she was crying, over him being gone, over being killed. And so I feel like, the whole school felt angry, upset, and they felt hurt about this student, got killed at a party. And I feel like, yeah, I remember I was in Hollywood though. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think I was in Hollywood. I was walking the highway, and somehow I had seen his girlfriend was crying, and so I think I had seen, the whole school was, rushed to this locker, and they, yeah, I seen her obituary. Yeah, I seen her obituary to where they had, went to the funeral. How the funeral was basically probably around, I think, November 2009. I think they had scheduled his funeral. And so I think everybody came to the funeral. And so I think the class of 2010 had I went to the funeral. And so I think they had, he went to the funeral and showed his respect to people though. And so I think, two dudes, Sam Gibbs and Nickel Belly, got charged with the murder, and they probably like in prison now. And so I believe they got charged with basically homicide, how they, basically, got a gun and shot at the party, how they killed, probably, almost killed a security guard there, and they got killed. So I feel like, both dudes got charged with the homicide and murder, to where, they had killed Marcus Alloway over nothing, and how they took his life, and how he's trying to help this girl, I said, was injured in the shooting. That's what the bullet kind of had injured the girl, how the girl, has survived. But man, I can't remember the story since back over 12 years ago, to where this incident happened. Probably when I was in high school. Yeah. uh, so I did yeah, I did with that school though. Yeah, I'm on senior high school alumni, so class 2011. And so I think he would have finished school and graduated in 2010, to where, yeah, I believe he would have had, I say, went to college or doing some things, or college or armies. But and so I think he went to the yeah, I believe he went to college or in the army, but I don't know. But and so I feel like his life was taken consumed by some dudes who are evil, and they want to get revenge. How two dudes had killed him. But and so I think Montgomery has a problem with crime. How crime and can affect families. How like some people get killed at parties and club. How these things might happen. Especially if you go to a type of event to where people is I say gotta be on the piece of cues about basically what can happen. So I think Marcus Alloway wasn't careful though, to where like two dudes who came to the party and showed with guns how gunfights can happen, and how how basically his life was cut short by violence. But instead that Montgomery got a lot of a lot of clubs around here is getting shut down because the violence going on, how people get killed and how they getting get killed and how they losing their the business license over this type of stuff. But it's I think the whole but the club is not there no more. The club used to be on South Court Street to where the club got shut down and they probably had basically shut it down because of the reason of the violence, how the violence went on. But it's I think the whole city of Montgomery trying to put curfew out at a time to where all teenagers basically you're supposed to be at home at 10 p.m. Which was the hours of the night. So I feel like his death affected his family, the whole class was 110. So the whole school at the time. And so I feel like he, what time 30 years old, man, 30 years old this year, if he wouldn't have survived. But yeah, I saw people to Marcus, Leon, Alloway, PBM. And so man, it's a sad tragic story to real, man. So I just had to put it out on my channel. So but man, all peace to him, man. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Take care.